Okay, next we're going to have an overview of the product that we'll be using for our first assignment, which is SAP Business Objects Dashboard Design. Okay, the dashboard overview. Again, we can use dashboards for different purposes, for different levels, different functions, and so on. Data presentation is based on Adobe Flash, okay, and we can export the dashboard that we created to a variety of applications, including PowerPoint, Adobe Acrobat, Adobe Flash, HTML, and so on. Okay, and also dashboards use static data from Microsoft Excel spreadsheet or live corporate data sources. So basically, you have two choices. Okay, one is that you can embed a spreadsheet as the data source, and second is that we can connect the dashboard to live sources using various connectors, including the ones that are shown here, like universe queries, SAP BW connection, web service connection, and so on. So we can also connect data that is connect to data that is stored in a BW warehouse to have live data presented in our dashboard. Okay. For our assignment, we won't be doing that. We'll be using the basic format by embedding an Excel spreadsheet as the data source. The next slide shows the workspace of the design, dashboard design. It's pretty straightforward, talking about the different areas of the program, such as canvas area, a component browser, and so on. Okay. Then the next slide basically shows the process or the workflow, if you will, of building and using dashboards. Okay, you start from the bottom. On the left side, your data sources can be different queries from BW, from web services, from universe queries, and so on, or from a spreadsheet entry. Okay, and in your spreadsheet you can build your business logic. So your formulas, functions in Excel can be utilized to create financial models, for instance, in your spreadsheet. And then you import the data into dashboard design, the workspace there. You can then visualize your data. Okay, you can design visualization. You can do data binding, and you can also use connectivity to connect to a live data source. In terms of visualization, basically it means that once we complete our dashboard design, we will then generate a Swift file which contains our data model, and then moving over to the right side during runtime. Okay, after we finish our design, we can then run the dashboard. Now the first box at the top there, which is optional. Okay, we can optionally store the dashboard on the server for later use, or we can just go ahead and send the dashboard to different applications such as PowerPoint slides or Adobe Acrobat PDF file, and so on. Okay, so those files can then be opened by the user on their machine, and then finally, optionally, the dashboard can be connected to live data sources that we talked about before, so that we can have more up-to-date data for our users. Okay, the next slide shows in general, the visual components that we can include in a dashboard. including charts, including containers, labels, single value components or gadgets, maps, text, and so on. Okay, these are all available components for business objects dashboard design. And then after include any component to our dashboard, we can then set the properties of those components. Okay, so it's kind of like Visual Basic or other visually oriented languages that some of you might have used before. You first just drag and drop a visual component to your canvas area, and then after that you set the properties for each component to determine its behavior and also to determine its appearance and so on. Okay, so the properties panel shown here indicates that we can set the properties for the we can set our properties in terms of general properties, drill down properties, behavior, appearance, and to set alerts and so on. Okay.